Inside Keith Urban's life since Nicole Kidman divorce filing. Keith Urban is entering his 58th year without Nicole Kidman by his side. See what life has been like for the country music singer since the Oscar winner filed for divorce last month. Take your cat and leave my sweater, 'cause Keith Urban and Nicole Kidman have nothing else to weather. In fact, he'll feel a whole lot better if fans stop overanalyzing their every move amid their divorce, which he made perfectly clear during one of his recent concerts. While performing his song "You'll Think of Me" at Nashville's Bridgestone Arena October 17th, the country music star urged attendees not to dissect any changes to the lyrics. "I've been covering like this for a long time," Urban told the crowd, per a video shared on TikTok. "Stop reading ST into it." Still, the audience couldn't help but notice he made some tweaks. In the video, Urban could be heard adding an expletive to the line. "Take your records, take your freedom, take your memories. I don't need them, take your space and all your reasons, but you're gonna think about me." Similarly, he made some adjustments to the lyrics. "Take your cat and leave my sweater, 'cause we've got nothing left to weather. In fact, I'll feel a hell of a lot better, but you'll think of me." Perhaps followers can understand why Urban felt the need to issue this warning. After all, the Grammy winner has been under a lot of scrutiny since fans first learned of his split from Kidman last month. So when any moment from his High and Alive tour could be interpreted as even the slightest reference to their divorce, well, it went viral. Take, for instance, when Urban met an audience member at the same Tennessee show who was initially hesitant to introduce herself because of her moniker. "I'm not going to like your name?" the puzzled musician said into the microphone before the fan noted it's Nicole, leading him to then jokingly fall onto his back. There was also the time Urban raised eyebrows by changing the lyrics to "The Fighter," a song he's noted was written about the promises he made to Kidman in the early days of their relationship. Instead of singing, "When they're trying to get to you, baby, I'll be the fighter," he gave a nod to his guitarist Maggie Baugh by belting out, "When they're trying to get to you, Maggie, I'll be your guitar player." The onstage moment even seemed to catch her by surprise. Resharing a clip of the number to Instagram September 27, Baugh wrote, "Did he just say that?" However, fellow country music artist Alexandra Kay has slammed romance rumors about Baugh and Urban, sharing that Baugh is already in a relationship with someone else. "I was heartbroken for them," she told Evan Paul on Taste of Country Nights when asked about Urban and Kidman's split. "Because just the media scrutiny is insane, and the things that I am seeing people say. They're stirring up rumors about Maggie Baugh, and I am like, she's a good friend of mine and I know that that's absolutely not true. I've met her boyfriend, and she's very happy, and she has nothing to do with that whole relationship. I feel sad for everybody involved that people are doing that and picking apart their personal life." Urban hasn't publicly shared what led to the end of his 19-year marriage with Kidman. In fact, the singer hasn't even posted on Instagram since the Oscar winner filed for divorce September 30th. With his last post on the grid being a September 26th video he jointly shared with CBS and Blake Shelton to promote their new show The Road. But that hasn't stopped followers from wondering how long Urban and Kidman's union had actually been dissolving. After learning of their split, several social media users resurfaced interviews from over the past year in which the "Kiss a Girl" artist seemingly avoided going into detail when asked about his relationship with the Moulin Rouge actress. And by the time Kidman filed for divorce, citing marital difficulties and irreconcilable differences. She and Urban had already worked out a parenting plan for their daughters Sunday Rose, 17, and Faith Margaret, 14. They'd also figured out the details of their marital dissolution agreement he signed August 29, with her following suit 8 days later. In addition, E! News learned that the former couple, who've since ditched their wedding rings, had been living apart since the beginning of the summer, and that Kidman had been trying to save her marriage to Urban before ultimately filing for divorce. E! News reached out to their reps for comment. For her part, the Hour's star has also not spoken publicly about the cause of their divorce. However, Kidman seemed to allude to a new chapter in her recent cover story for Vogue. When asked about life in her 50s weeks prior to her filing, the 58-year-old replied, "How many times do you have to be taught that you think you know where your life is going and then it isn't going in that direction?